All right, Shalom. First forth, I want to start about saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Call Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekah Kodash. Double honor, Apostle Elders, Great Millstone, Rule Teach Well, Peace, Sagittarius, all you Akim, four corners of the earth. And I'm Yaquan from YSO, Yahushai Certified Ones. Coming to you with this quick video. I tried to go live, but it just literally just cut off. So I just had to pre-record it. It's all good. It's all good. Right? Story of the brother's life where, hey, shit goes wrong, you figure out another way. But yeah, so I'm looking on this Dabu 7. I got two videos to pull up and just to show you about the time we in. The time we're really rolling in. And the Lord is getting brothers ready, getting brothers geared up. And sometimes you wonder why you're going through a lot of shit, a lot of bullshit. You try to like damn, like shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is this shit why is this hitting me so hard? Why you keep hitting me, Lord? You getting me, you getting me ready for something? And a lot of times you don't see it, but the Lord is really getting you ready for the things to come, and we're being molded and we're being broken down, and then we're being remolded and we're being built. He's building and strengthening us. He's taking out of our weaknesses. He's stripping the weaknesses out of us, and he's strengthening us where we need to be strengthened. So hey Lord, what you put upon me, whatever chastening, I'll take it cheerfully, right? And that's the way we got to be. We got to take the chastening of the Lord. When He come to chasten you, you got to be ready for it and take it cheerfully. You got to be ready to get put out your comfort zone. You got to be ready to be put out your regular everyday way of living, because this time is coming to an end, right? This devil's kingdom has an end. Okay, he has a bounds that he cannot pass, and he's destroying himself, and his kingdom is just is just gonna end. And no matter what they do, no matter how they try, everything they do is just gonna work against them because they're caught in their own trap. Okay. I got two videos to put up, and I'm gonna pull out this scripture. Let me. I'm gonna play this video, and then I'm gonna just pull out a scripture. I got two videos though. Fair use, fair use.
Dabu 7, we've got a lot going on with the markets out there, and the US dollar is falling big time. It's fallen to the 14-year support level. You can see here on this graph. Once it breaks down through this, it's no man's land, and it can free fall for a long time. When this happens, this means that the cost of living and basically the power of the dollar is falling out. Cost of living is going to rise, power of the dollar falling out, and this goes hand in hand with what you're seeing with gold, silver, and all the precious metals. People are diving into them big time, but we've got big industries out here making moves, stopping people from getting their hands or even selling. Some people like scratching their heads like, why can we not even sell to some of these places? Well, like APMEX, their CEO just came out and announced a $20,000 minimum to sell your silver to them. That's up from the $10,000. And then you have Kitco putting a $5,000 limit on orders. And huge moves here that are pretty much unprecedented. We just witnessed gold and silver jump up and break.
Hey, right quick, you see that dollar is dropping. See that drop on the dollar, right? Esau is killing off his fiat currency, his dollar. His system is falling, and he's going to try to reboot, or he's going to try to have that new world order. Who called for that new world order? Zelensky, out there in Ukraine. He was begging Europe to start their new world order without America. But this bitch is the bottom is falling out, right? As you can see, the dollar has just literally took a big plunge. Okay, so right here, let me and he gonna finish speaking on it, but let me bring out the scripture right quick. This is Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth. And we're in the days of our youth, right? Remember in the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai. Because why? Because the shit is going to hell and everything around us is going to fall, right? Hyperinflation is going to set in, and things that's expensive now is going to become unattainable. Okay, it's going to be like in the time, I think it was Elijah, where you could get a mule's head, was like a day's wage. A loaf of bread was like a day's wage, so it's going to be crazy. So where a loaf of bread could cost 50, 60, 70, 100, 150, $300, it's going to be nuts, because some people make, $200, $300, $100, it varies, in this world. So with that said, it actually varies in this world on how much something can cost. On this side, in this world, shit can cost a whole lot of money. And we're coming to that time where super or hyperinflation can set in. Okay. Right here, let me get this. This is back to Ecclesiastes 12. And 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, while the sun or the light, or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders shall cease, because there are few, and those that look out the window be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets, when the sound of the grinding is low. And that's what we're coming into, man. Okay, it's about to become a dark time in America, right? So when people start losing all their money in their bank accounts, and the dollar, you can't go to the dollar store and get something for $1.50. That was like you go to the dollar store, it's like $1.25 now, or some shit like that. It's not actually $1. It's actually, it's 25. The dollar's being weakened. So something that normally would be for $1 or 99 cents is actually for $1.25 now, because the value is losing. The dollar is losing its value, right? So people going to be shaken. It's going to be a hard time that people are going to have to go through. They're going to have to try to learn to adjust to the hell that they're going to go through. And during that adjustment, a lot of people are going to be getting put to death. They're going to be a lot of robbing, stealing, and killing, because when people who don't know how to deal with having less, when you haven't had that training, right? When you haven't went through that boot camp, and the Lord put brothers through that boot camp, which I believe YSO is going through that now, going through that boot camp of learning how to work with less. You'll flip out. You flip out if you ain't got the Lord with you, right? So you definitely gonna flip out. So the world is just gonna go fucking bananas, okay? So let me get back to the scriptures. And the doors shall be shut in the streets, right? And I was where I'm at. I'm looking. There's like about 4 businesses in this big business area I'm in. About 3-4 of those businesses closed down or closing down. So it's quietly being done, and and you're not really seeing it because it's not happening all at once. You got to really pay attention if you want to see the time would see the things is coming to a head. That Esau's kingdom is coming to an head. So you got to really kind of look at it when you in Babylon. You got to pay attention to how many stores closing. Because matter of fact, I was driving and somebody had a going out of business sign. Come get whatever, for, it was like 30%, you can get, it was like 80% off, and, shit like that. So they're going out of business sale, and they just trying to hurry up and get everything out because they know, their shit is ending, right? Um, yeah. So, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And this shit is trash. This music is just, especially Jake. Jake, it's just horrible. They showed that NBA YoungBoy. I don't know what he was doing, whatever he was doing, but he was whatever the fuck that was. But it's just some sick shit, man. This time is fuck. It's just, we're in a fucked up time. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be burdensome. Why? Because they're not going to be able to tend to the land. Because once the government shuts its doors and it's not pumping out that cash anymore, they're going to have to shut them doors. And when they shut them doors, that's it. There's not, it's going, it's going to be like I Am Legend out this bitch. It's going to be, it's going to be retarded. You're going to have overgrown trees and all kind of animals is going to start flourishing. And, now that'll take some time. But the point is that once you look up and you're not picking up trash no more, right? The trash ain't being picked up no more. That's going to cause a whole lot of issues. Just the trash itself alone. Because if you don't pick this trash up, the amount of trash that these Babylonians make, all this food, shopping, and eating, hey, the critters is the fucking beast, the animals is going to come out like crazy. Okay? Because it's going to be so much food in abundance for them. Because it's not going to be thrown anywhere. It's going to be filthy. It's going to be plagues, pestilence. Right? People going to be sick and all kind of shit going to be happening, So we really got to get ready for what's coming. All right? So, yeah. Because man goeth to the long home and Salaki, let me go up. Salaki. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in thy way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be burdensome, shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. See, it's gonna be tough. So people gonna be in the streets, man. They gonna be like, it's gonna be hell. Or ever the silver cord be loosened, and the golden bowl be broken, or the pitcher be broken at the fountain, or the wheel broken at the cistern, right? This bitch ain't gonna be able to steer properly. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto Yahweh Bashim al-Shai, who gave it. Vanity of vanity, saith the preacher, all is vanity. So look, we got to get ready for what's coming. Jacob's trouble is coming. Ecclesiastes 12 is coming. This is all, this is all here, right? So I'm gonna finish this video and I'm gonna play the next video.
Not only records, but they hit these benchmarks that we talked about, the 51 and the 100. Gold's done just that. It surged past 51 in silver, ran all the way up to like 118, pulled back. It's going to continue its tear as well. If bombs drop in any of these settings, whether it's Venezuela, Cuba, Iran, anything like that big on the world stage, you can expect gold and silver to continue to run. Now, Tether, if you missed it, they came out and they made a big move in terms of launching USAT. This is a federally regulated dollar-backed stablecoin for the U.S. market. It's official, okay? If you missed the news on the Genius Act, what they did is they connected the U.S. dollar to all these stablecoins before any other country could do it. And Tether just came out with a huge move and announced they were going to back their Tether with a 1/1000th of gold, which is huge, because anything backed by gold that you can redeem and get that gold is going to be utilized over anything else that you can't. This may be the closest you ever see us get a gold standard connected to the dollar, but it will not be to the dollar. They could have done that very easy, but they didn't, because this is not just de-dollarization. This is de-fiatization. They are killing the fiat around the globe. This is the move. Kill the dollar, fiat, all in one swoop. And it's not so much to kill the dollar all in all, it's to initiate this reset, to get it pushed onto this digital system, if you will, the blockchain system that we've warned you about this whole time, the beast blockchain system. If they can do it through Tether and all this, the US will. And it looks like they are. Because remember, Donald Trump wrote an executive order that it wouldn't be called a CBDC. So you won't see it in that form here, at least under him. But this is how they're rolling it out, right in front of your face. So as the dollar is crashing out, so too are other fiats around the globe. Even though the dollar is crashing, it's still used for more than half of all the trade in everything around the globe. China only consists of like less than 7%. That's the reality of it. But what they're all preparing to do is to transition to digital. This is a huge setup. It's massive, and it's underway. You can see that also in the reflection of the gold price, silver price, which will continue to run. It shows there's no confidence in not only the dollar, but in any of these fiats, which that's our privacy. When you give away the fiat, even though it may be worthless monopoly money, at least you have the privacy to go buy whatever you want with no one knowing. You have that freedom. That's all gone as soon as this reset happens, as soon as this transition goes down. It's in the midst of happening right now. So, heads up everybody. Keep an eye on gold, silver, and I'm still wondering, is there anything in Fort Knox? Join me for the live streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Much love.
That's right. So, hey, look, so that lets you know right there that shit is changing. We'll play one more video.
This is Dabu7. It looks like Cuba is unraveling rather quickly, and they have been cut off from any money, any oil, any resources that they were getting this entire time for years through Venezuela. Now Trump making comment saying that they're about to fall. The entire country is about to go under. They know this. They're sitting there watching, and just like he's done with every other leader he's approached, he's saying, look, strike a deal with us, accept our terms, or else. So he's put some terms out there of which they're not saying what they are, but they pretty much want to oust the leadership in Cuba. Now, right now, Cuba has a massive ongoing problem here. The island's power grid appears to be imploding under strain. This is resulting in blackouts lasting up to 20 hours a day. So Cuba's electrical system has completely collapsed. And at this point, it's not going to get any better. There's no known time frame for when they're going to fix the grid. At this point, some are saying it's going to stay down throughout this process. So Cuba's electrical system, again, completely collapsing in Havana. And this is what it's like on the other end of communism, socialism, and when your country has been cut off from the rest of the world, big time. And they're going to continue this, almost like a full court press. They're putting the pressure on Cuba now, and at any time, he could turn the guns that way as well. China, Russia saying they'll defend Iran. Will they defend Cuba? I doubt it. They didn't do anything in terms of defending Venezuela. So, where this goes from here, we could see action here within a matter of days or weeks when it comes to Cuba. Got all these options open out there. Venezuela still, and of course, the military surrounding Iran. Join me for the live streams going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8.
Hey, that's right, man. So look, so this time is about to be heavy, okay? So let me go here, right? All this shit just going on. Iran, they were surrounding Iran out there. This shit going down, right? So this is Jeremiah 30, right quick. And all this accommodates into Jacob's trouble, okay? So let me get this. Just Shalakia. This is Jeremiah 30. I'm going to just start at the top. 30 and 1. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord, Yahweh Bashim al-Shah of Israel, saying, Write these all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. For lo, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim al-Shah, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah. And this is coming after Jacob's trouble. When Jacob's trouble is over, we're going to get out of this hell. Saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim al-Shah, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their forefathers, and they shall possess it. And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim al-Shah, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. And that's what's coming. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Hey, because this time is going to be hell. Okay, this time is going to be it's going to be some shit, man. There ain't nobody really ready for what's coming. You know, the people are going to lose their shit. It's going to be catastrophe everywhere, and you know, and you're going to have to learn how to get through it. And you're going to have to pray that you got the Spirit of the Lord on you to get through it, right? Because it's going to be a rough day and a rough time. Let me jump here. This is Isaiah 2:12. For the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon every one that is proud and lofty, and upon every one that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low, and upon all the cedars of Lebanon that are high and lifted up, and upon all the oaks of Bashan, and upon all the high mountains, all these governments, and upon all these hills, big governments, small governments, that are lifted up, right? So America and all the rest of them, okay? And upon every high tower, and upon every fence wall, and upon all the ships of Tarshish, and upon all the pleasant pitchers, all these warships, everything, right? The Lord is going to come in on everything, okay? And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down. That's Esau, Edom. And the haughtiness of men shall be made low. And the Lord Yahweh Bashim al-Shah alone shall be exalted in that day. And the idols shall be utterly abolished, this whole kingdom. And they shall go into the holes of the rock. Esau going to be hiding, and all the heathens, and into the caves of the earth, for fear of the Lord Yahweh Bashim al-Shah, and for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shaketh terribly the earth. In that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which he made, each one for himself to worship, to the moles and of the bats, to go into the clefts of the rocks, and into the tops of ragged rocks, for fear of the Lord Yahweh Bashim al-Shah, and for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. Cease ye from men, whose breath is in his nostrils, for wherein is he to be accounted of? See, ain't shit. So, hey, this shit gonna be hot. These people gonna have to feel what's coming, you know. So the Lord get you prepared and ready. When you're a man, Lord, you have to see some things. You got to go through some things to get yourself ready and prepared for what's to come. That's why the Lord say, when he put hell on you, take it cheerfully. You know, let me jump down to here. This is Ezekiel 7 and 7. The morning is come unto thee. Salakia 6. An end is come. The end is come. It watching for thee. Is watching for your ass. The Lord is stalking you. And that's show. Everything is being done. You know, look at this. The red horse. You know what I mean? He got that red behind his face, man. You know, they're proud, the lofty. You know, look at that picture there. You know, hey, who was that in there? It's Jake. Jake going with Jacob's trouble. Because Cuba, they're a bunch of Jakes, man. At the end of the day, they the northern kingdom of Israel, right? They're the northern kingdom, but they all are under Jacob's sons. So all those Jakes, right, out there, hey, their grid is down. They said like over 20 hours a fucking day. They have no lights, so they're suffering. No food, so that means your food, water, all these things are being affected. So your daily life and daily living is complete and utter hell in Cuba. Okay? But that complete and utter hell is gonna come here to America. And it's just showing you that Jacob's trouble is coming, man. You know, this is what's here. This is not just what's coming. It's already here. It's going to be put into effect. All right. So the morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land, come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. The time is come, the day of trouble. The day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of the mountains. Now will I shortly pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish mine anger upon thee. And that's what's happening to Jake out there. Hey, the Lord is accomplished his anger upon them because our people has been wicked. Our people has done so much wickedness. So the Lord is using the devil to put this hell on them. Venezuela, Cuba, all these places, they gonna start putting hell on all them Latin countries, right? They already started it with Venezuela. And they are working on Cuba, and they're going to keep working. They're going to keep working all the way through because that's their job, is to put hell on Jake, right? Their job is to put hell on Jake, but which in return is going to be turned upon its own head, right? Because like I showed you in the earlier video, their dollar is collapsing. So, you know, we got to be ready for what the hell is coming. This shit ain't no joke. It ain't easy. It ain't fun. Okay? The scriptures tell you it's the day of trouble, and the day of trouble is near. All right? And accomplish my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways. Like I said, they wicked as hell out there. And will recompense thee for all thine abominations. So how much more for America? How much more for the Jakes in America and America within the whole? The Lord is going to put it down on everybody. And my eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity. I will recompense thee according to thy ways and thine abomination that are in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord, power Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, that smiteth. Behold the day, behold it is come. The morning is gone forth. The rod have blossomed. Pride have budded. Violence is risen up into a rod of wickedness. Man, none of them shall remain, nor their multitude, nor any of theirs. Neither shall there be wailing for them. See, because when this shit go down in effect, nobody gives a fuck. And when this shit is done in the dark, who can see it? And whatever's going to go on in Cuba, hey, look, it's the Lord ultimately putting Esau to the task. And the Lord going to put you down, and then he going to return and put Esau down. You know? The time is come, the day draweth near. Let not the buyer rejoice. That's right. Nor the seller mourn. For wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. So, hey, look. So, hey, I'm Yaquad for Why I Sold Y'all Shot 75 ones. Hey, y'all got to get ready for what's coming. This ain't no joke. This shit is no joke. Shit is getting ready to pop off. And if you think it ain't, hey, you're going to get caught slipping. Hey, with that said, I want to say Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushua, call Lord Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Hey, double honors to the Apostle Elder Great Millstone. Hey, who rule and teach well, peace, citation. All you Akim, four corners of the earth, keep push, keep strap, man. We almost out here. This shit is going to go down, man. Shalom and a ball.